Cancer, how are you, my cutie patootie looking older? So yummy. Cancer-licious, I'm a serve delicious. Happy birthday month, if I may say, right? To all my cancers out there. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for also my birthday wishes. I'm a Leo, July 28th, and my Venus is in Cancer, so I guess we get to celebrate together. So dear Cancer, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot, to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So Cancer, today we're going to be doing your reading from August 4th to the 11th. And in this reading, we're going to take a look at your past, present, and future. We're going to clarify the main challenge and get some final advice. I hope that you are doing well, my dear Cancer. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your warm wishes, for all of your blessings. Just know that it is well received. Thank you so much. So let's see what's going on, dear Cancer. I just woke up having my coffee and I was like, I'm starting with Cancer today. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So let's see what's going on for you. There you are, showing up, Cancer, with the Queen of Cups. Okay, so Cancer, your main challenge is the Nine of Pentacles, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Moon, followed by the Knight of Wands as well as the Empress. Okay, so it's a beautiful energy. You seem to be really grounded and aiming to ground yourself. There is definitely this notion and this sense of wanting to, achieve something on your own, or maybe you're going to be celebrating an achievement. You might be single for now. You might be either in separation from somebody, or you just completely focus on yourself, your finances, your career, your success. There is something here about you keeping your eyes on the main prize, keeping your eyes on the main focus. And we're going to clarify this to see what this is about. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands. In the recent past, I see here either you or somebody else was closed off, okay, got closed off. You or another person. And this has to do a lot with the Five of Wands energy, which is telling me that maybe there was an argument or misunderstanding, some sort of a conflict that caused this connection to, kind of go, you went on your own way, they went on their own way. So we're going to clarify this shortly. Now, in the present moment, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the World. So in the present moment, you're putting an end to some sort of a chapter, and honestly, because I'm gonna keep it so real, I feel like for many of you, you could be putting an end to this waiting game from somebody who is a runner or who is emotionally unavailable. That's what I'm picking up on. Your main focus here is definitely getting into a healthy relationship where you can settle with somebody where there could be family, there could be children. You could be ending something with a person. We're going to clarify these to find out more. In the near future, you have the King of Wands, the Temperance, and the Three of Pentacles. So just as the card, the juxtaposition of the cards also show my beautiful Cancer. It looks like somebody here wants to come forward and work things out with you, with the Three of Pentacles, right? Somebody wants to collaborate, cooperate. I am strongly getting here Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, okay? Strong fire sign energy here. Somebody that's also in the position of a power, could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So without any further ado, dear Cancer, let's get into your reading and clarify. So I'm going to clarify your main challenge, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is actually a beautiful energy. I really love that because it shows independence, it shows individuality and achievement. So the Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so you are a very family-oriented sign. I always say that, right? You're all about peace, harmony, family, nurturing. So it looks like, dear Cancer, you are walking out from a situation that entails conflict and argument. When you look at the Knight of Cups, you will see that the Knight of Cups is heading the other way from the Five of Wands, right? It looks like maybe somebody made an offer to you. Maybe somebody tried to come forward to you in the past but you just know that there is potential conflict with this person that may arise based on previous experiences. So your decision here for this week is like, are you really gonna remain focused onto the goals that you have made for yourself? Possibly because your birthday just happened, it's like a new year for you, like a reset year, right? Mid-year reset. So you might have said to yourself, you know what? I'm gonna walk out of this connection. I feel like there is a lot of conflict, there's a lot of arguments, there is misunderstanding, and I'm just gonna focus on myself. So your challenge here has to do a lot with really removing the distractions and getting out of drama. No more drama, you know what I mean? You and this person could come from two different cultural backgrounds. There could be, multiple things that make you and this person different from each other. Whatever it might be, opinions of different opinions, right? And things like that. So there is an offer that it seems like you are rejecting. It looks like you're walking away from this, or maybe you're just disconnecting from somebody that you know that there has been conflict in the past in general. So let's talk about the recent past. I'm gonna clarify the Queen of Cups in the recent past for you, which is you. So the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the King of Swords. So in the recent past, it looks like you were in a connection with somebody. Possibly there was an age difference between you and this person. I'm getting here Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, fire sign, earth sign. I strongly feel like here that there was the communication that took place between you and this person, the interaction, the relationship. It looks like that there was a difference of opinions, difference of maturity, also maturity level differences. Okay, you were dealing with somebody who probably was not emotionally ready to give you what you truly wanted in a relationship. Okay, I'm getting here possibly somebody that maybe they were avoiding commitment, because the Five of Wands here is showing up again. Maybe the conflict took out of that. Maybe you wanted to marry, you wanted to really, settle down with this person, and that's not what they were looking forward to. So the Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Fool. You might have had multiple beginnings with this person. You could have some Leo in your birth chart as a general rule of thumb. You don't have to, but I feel like that for many of you, I'm seeing here closed up energy. You might have rejected this person, vice versa. Take it as it resonates, but I feel like that there was a new beginning that took place between you and this person. I feel like you guys tried again. Like you tried another time and another time and another time. But eventually, with the Five of Wands here, the conflict remained, dear Cancer. Sometimes it's like years may pass, people may come back, but the patterns haven't changed. The patterns that's supposed to change, it did not, and that's why there is a lot of conflict in the recent past. Five of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. You had a choice here to make. Okay, you had a choice here to make. I do see here you going back and forth, Cancer, constantly thinking about this situation, which direction to take, which way to move forward to, and I think it became like a heavy burden. It became really heavy on your soul. It became heavy on your daily life, just in general, to deal with this kind of arguments, conflicts, misunderstanding. Okay, maybe you were also, in one way or another, mistreated by this person, right? Somebody was not nice to you, and you had to make a decision. And I honestly feel like the last time that this incident happened with this person, you said to yourself, I gotta make my decision quick. Like, I gotta get out of here, right? Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, quick action-oriented energy. So that's what I see here that might have taken place in the past for you. Now, in the present moment, I do want to start off with the World. I think you are closing a cycle. You're closing a cycle, you're disconnecting from this person, you are saying, you know what, I'm not waiting, I'm not chasing, I'm not forcing, okay? So the World card here is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the World card, and the King of Cups. My cards have been placed right in front of you, that's why I like the transparency. Now you tell me, dear Cancers, most of you I know tarot. You're a very well-equipped and knowledgeable sign, okay? So the World card, right? I just have to cover her, is clarifying the World card. The King of Cups is you as a water sign. King, Queen, not a gender specific, and Page of Pentacles. Here's the thing. you're closing a chapter and you're starting something new for yourself. You're starting a connection, you're starting your life from ground zero, okay? Because you're done with all the games, you're done with all the uncertainty and the things that are constantly taking place between you and this person, okay? Your main focus here is, as the King of Cups, is your emotional stability and your life just in general. You are a very nurturing, caring, loving sign. And for you to be in a constant back and forth, being tossed around and things like that, that kind of a connection, it affects you. And that's not what you want. Your main focus here is a happy, joyful, harmonious family. So Knight of Swords, you are the one that's actually possibly turning your back on somebody that's either a runner, okay? Knight of Swords. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords here. It's clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, which is your challenge. Because you're realizing it's better for you to focus on your stability. It's better for you to focus on your career, clarified by the Page of Swords and the Six of Swords. If somebody is not really open to having a healthy conversation, if someone is not there yet, you're not going to chase it. You're not going to force it. Your main focus is you in the present moment. That's where you're going to. Let's talk about the Ten of Pentacles for you in the present moment, dear Cancer. So the Ten of Pentacles here is clarified by the Magician, the Death card, and the Three of Cups. You're manifesting a brand new beginning for yourself, okay? Something that you are letting go of, the Death card. Something that you are finally releasing. You're actually inviting. There's an invitation to the universe, from the universe. You're calling in a connection that's gonna feel like, oh my gosh, this is my best friend and my lover. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it's gonna feel for you. And you're gonna start celebrating life more. You're gonna start going out there more. You're gonna start really feeling at your best, okay? Your life is transforming and changing. You could be possibly attracting a Scorpio into your life. You're manifesting. You're definitely manifesting a new connection for you. So let's clarify the near future. Here's the thing. I feel like that when you're in the midst of exploring a new connection, there is somebody, the person that you walked away, it's like they're wanting to return back to work things out with you. Let me clarify. So, let me clarify the King of Wands. So the person that was very closed off, this person is still holding on to this relationship. This person is still holding on to this connection, okay? I do see here, like I said, somebody is wanting to really come back, okay? And they want to work things out with you. Eight of Pentacles, the Empress, as you can see, the Star, you could be dealing with an Aquarius. There is a notion of, hey, like, I'm watching you and I want to work things out with you, dear Cancer. Can we? Okay? This person seems like they want to tell you in the near future that they have healed or they have done some work within themselves. But I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it real. Temperance. Let's clarify the temperance, person's intentions, or whatever it is that you need to know. So the Temperance is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Again, the Three of Pentacles here is twice in the near future. So this person, first of all, 13:33 on the timer. This person is definitely going to aim to... Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to keep it real. It's an illusion. Be careful. Be careful from an illusion, dear Cancer. Be careful that you don't fall for some dreamy state. You know how dreamy you get? So I'm saying, be careful you don't fall for... we're not name calling. We're not putting anybody down. This may resonate, this may not. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I just feel like that you want to be very careful, okay? Because you don't want to fall back into the same pattern with the person that, you know, there were a lot of questionable things that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because this person seems to be double-minded, okay? They seem to say one thing, do another thing. They seem to show and portray themselves one way, but that actually, like, there is something going on. Okay, they truly need to heal. They really need to decide. There is two sides of them, maybe multiple sides. There's two perspectives. They need to really make up their mind and, you know, become confident and before they come forward to you. So let's clarify the Three of Pentacles for you in the near future. The Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Here is the thing. I see here you standing in front of a major decision that you're going to need to make, right? Two of Swords. There is something that you truly want to look into this situation. You are going to have a conversation with this person in terms of stability, in terms of commitment, excuse me, and what do they bring to the table? You know what I mean? What do they bring? You bring the whole table, the chair, and the set. What does this person bring to the table? You know what I mean? If this person is rich or they have money and things like that, that's not gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? And if that's something that's how they try to flex and try to impress you, you're really gonna be very careful in how you move forward, okay? Because you wanna be very clear with the Ace of Swords that you are not settling for, you're not marrying or getting in a relationship for money or material stuff. Has to be the essence of this relationship. It has to be that sense of support and care from this person toward you full force. You know what I mean? So that's something that you're really gonna look into with this person, because it seems like this person is very persistent about it. Wheel of Fortune. And then the Two of Swords. This is about your destiny, about your luck, about your money, about your success that you're really looking into, dear Cancer, okay? You could be dealing, like I said, air sign, earth sign, strong fire sign as well. So let's get the advice. Let's get the advice for you, dear Cancer. Okay, so you have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. It's, you know, Tower means major shift and changes, right? Sometimes sudden and unexpected. Now, your advice here is remember who you are dealing with, okay? There is the Seven of Swords. The cards are here. My intuition is here. You are watching this right now. What do you see when you look at the Seven of Swords? This person doesn't show their face, right? Seven of Swords is somebody that's tiptoeing, hiding. You know, there is some sketchy stuff going on. Like I said earlier, you want to really watch out and make sure this person is showing the full truth. They're being honest with you, okay? Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. You know, my advice here would be, if this was in reverse, I don't really do reversals. If this was in reverse or the Eight of Wands is in reverse, if this Eight of Wands was in reverse, I would say, Cancer, don't rush into accepting an offer or giving an offer to this person. Hold on, because you know, there is something here that needs to be revealed that you're gonna need to know, and this could mean multiple things, right? You just want to know the full truth, the consistency, and there is maybe a burning question that you want to also get out. And I think that that's something that you really want to put your foot on the ground. And it doesn't have to be anything extra at the end of the world. It's just like you want commitment, you know what you want, and you are not settling for anything less. No breadcrumbs. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? So Cancer, let me get a card for you for the intimacy prompts. If you were to be with the person, with your person, new person, old person, what question would you guys talk about? Let me just choose a random card for you. It's a prompt that you can discuss with your person, or if you want with me in the comments, okay? So, oh wow, Cancer, this is such a lovely question. I love this. So it says, what's a childhood experience that you think significantly shaped who you are today? Wow, I really love this prompt right here. I feel like this is something that's a great conversation opener that you can have with the person. You are more than welcome to share with me this in the comments if you choose to do so. So my beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, wonderful, kind, loving Cancer, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here. I love you, and I will see you on the next one.